Hey everyone, welcome back. I have a question for you today. Did mommy used to tell you, don't play with your equipment? Did she? She did, didn't she? Let me say it again. Did mommy tell you, don't play with your equipment? I'm Vanessa Lang with You at Do It. This is Viddy Tips with Vanessa, and today it is Tip Tuesday. That's right. So today is all about video, all about sound, everything having to do with your phone so you can make banging media on a broke-ass budget. That's right. So let's talk about that. Were you ever told not to play with your equipment? I mean, have you ever, let's put it this way, have you ever gotten anything in from Amazon and opening up the package? I mean, how many of you read the instructions? You do, don't you? No? Oh, you must be a guy then, just like my husband. He doesn't read instructions either. No, I'm just joking. If you're a guy watching, trust me. That's true though, right? How many of us read the instructions? For example, I'm going to bend down real quickly. Look at these. I just went to the doctor. These are the instructions for using an inhaler. How many of us read all of these instructions? I mean, the font is super small, and I'm not sure I can read that small anymore, to be quite honest. But that's the thing. We were told, not to play with our equipment. We were told, we don't need to read the instructions, and we may or may not. But here's the thing. I'm always a proponent of learning things. We talked about the weeks before, 3-point lighting. We talked about the rule of thirds. I'm always a proponent of learning things. But bottom line is, you have to play with your equipment. You've got to play with the technology, with the phone. Have you ever looked at a child and a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, and watched them play with Xboxes and phones and tablets? Do we actually bring out the manual and do we tell them word for word, step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this? I mean, my 7-year-old knows her way around Roblox. I mean, she's teaching me going, Mommy, you just do this with the thumb and this with this and this and pad goes this way. And I'm like, excuse me? Now we got my 7-year-old, excuse me, my 10-year-old, a Instagram account. For better or for worse, I monitor it really closely. I never once told her anything. Not how to take the picture, not how to use the filters, not how to hashtag things. And she probably knows just as much, if not more functionality than I do on a phone. And what did she do? She played. She flat out played with the equipment. She got out the phone and go, I'm going to try this, and I'm going to take a picture with this, and I'm going to use this filter, and I'm going to do this, and what does this button do? And well, she was not scared, and she was not afraid of what if? What if it looks dark and black and what have you? And that's my tip, and my #1 tip for you today on this Tip Tuesday is you got to play. You got to play with your equipment. You got to figure it out for yourself, because although I'm a big proponent, like I said, of learning and reading and taking all those training courses, they are very helpful. But I'm a big proponent of you've got to try it for yourself. What works for you? You may like using InShot. You may not. You may like using Quick. You may not. You may like using Canva. You may not. You're only going to know by doing it. And it's not going to always work the first time, and that's okay. But if we don't do it, then we'll never know what is working for us. Now, I can tell you and I can teach you those things about lighting. If you shoot with your phone and the sun is coming through the window, you are going to be underexposed, I can tell you. And the window is going to be overexposed. I can tell you that. And you can do it and you can try it out and you can see that yes, you were underexposed and yes, all you saw was the sun. So we can learn things by someone teaching us. But we also learn it by doing it. And let me tell you, the first time you do that, you'll go, that didn't turn out so well. What should I do instead? And you'll try something new. So my biggest tip today when doing video, when doing live video, don't be scared. You have to jump in with both feet and you have to try and you have to play just like a child does. You have to try using Insta stories and Facebook stories. Try the filters. Try going live. Try adding and linking and connecting with people and hashtags and see what works. Try different backgrounds. I go live a lot behind this green screen, and last night, what did I do? I deliberately went live on location to try something new, to see if I could actually be on location with my phone, figure out where the lights were, figure out what the backdrop needed to look like, see if I used the gimbal or not. I'm trying things to figure out what works for me, and you know what I found out? It sucked last night. The audio was crap. It was absolutely horrible. And now I'm having to figure out, okay, was it the microphone? Because it was a new microphone I was using. Was it the phone? Did it happen to do with the environment that I was in because it was loud? And how can I correct what happened last night? I'm not going to hide the fact that it wasn't perfect, but I do now want to take advantage of me trying something new to see how I can make it better next time. We're never going to be perfect, but the thing is by trying, we figure out what works for us and what doesn't, what we like using and what we don't. Because every application is not for everybody. Every type of tip is not for everybody. And just like every background, every lighting, every color is not for everybody. You have to figure out what works for you. I can't pull off blue hair, but man, I love red. And so that's what I mean. With technology, with video, with live, my #1 tip, you gotta try and you gotta play just like your 3-year-old. Just like you're a newborn, man. You gotta try everything out, take it more than once, and then try it more than once. Just because it didn't work for you once, may work the next time. So try the situation more than once, just to double check that what you experienced the first time is exactly what you experience the next time, right? Just like with food. So this is Viddy Tips with Vanessa. This has been Amazing Tip Tuesday. Remember, I'm here to help. If you've got questions, let me know. What do you want to talk about? I want to know. What are you having problems with? Because my goal is to help you make Bang-A-Media on a broke-ass budget. That's what we want to do. Because let me tell you, do I encourage you to hire a professional? Sure, every once in a while. But in between, you can kick ass and do it yourself. Yes, you can. Again, I'm Vanessa Lane with Viddy Tips with Vanessa. This has been a fun Tip Tuesday talking about my favorite thing, play with your equipment. I'm telling you to. Go against the grain. Don't listen to mommy. I'll see you tomorrow. Ooh, somebody else is going to see you tomorrow for that wealth tip on Wednesday. See you soon. Bye.